I welcome all of you here to the Elevate Your Diction webinar. I believe you can hear me, you can see my slide, and you can see my face as well. So again, my name is Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya. And today I will be working you through a 3-step formula that will enhance your diction. The objective is to help you speak better, speak with fluency and naturalness. What do I mean by naturalness? That is you being able to speak without sounding fake or sounding foreign or even sounding like another person. So quickly, I want you to get a pen. Quickly, I want you to get a pen, get a book, and of course, get water. I also have water here because we will be spending few hours together. So I will wait a second again to be sure you're ready. Get your book, get your pen, and of course, get water or biscuits, whatever you need to help you enjoy this session. Please, again, confirm that you can see my slide, you can see my face, and you can hear me. I want to be sure I am not doing this alone. I want to be sure I'm not talking to myself. Please confirm you can see my slide, you can see my face, and you can hear me. I'm waiting. I want this to be as practical and engaging as possible. So I need your response. I'm still waiting. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my face, if you can see my slide. Okay. Daniel says, yes, I can see your face. I hope you can see my slide as well, and then you can hear me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for other feedback. You're visible and audible. Yes, we can. Yes, please. Yes, I can see your face. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. So before we dive in fully, I'd like to let you know that I have a special gift for those who stay till the end of tonight's session. The gift contains 3 things. First is a video that contains specific sounds that will help you start to speak better immediately you start to practice it. The second video contains 10 commonly mispronounced words and their corrections. Third gift contains 100 everyday commonly mispronounced words. This is an audio file that you can download on your phone and listen to over and over and over again, just like you do to the music on your device. So make sure you stay till the end of this session so you can get all of these for free. So, like I promised at the beginning of this session, that if you stay till the end of this session, I will give you 3 bonuses. So the link to get the bonuses will be sent to the group immediately. Make sure to click the link so you can have access, because I'm going to delete the link in an hour so that those that didn't join the class or those that didn't wait till the end of the class will not get access to it. Thank you. So I want you to consider this scenario. Consider what would happen if you were paid more money for something you have always done, But this time around, you're paid more money just because of how you sound. So, for example, you might be a lawyer, you might be a student, you might be a teacher, you might be a fashion designer, whatever it is. But this time around, you're being paid more because of how you sound. Or what if you landed a dream job without submitting a CV or going for an interview simply because you speak English better? You all know that in this part of the world, you have to speak English to some extent because before you can get a well-paid job. Or what if you speak so flawlessly and rhythmically in your Ghanaian accent? Remember, objective tonight is not for you to sound funny or sound fake. So imagine you're able to speak so flawlessly and rhythmically in your Ghanaian accent that your clients and students fall in love with you. I know some of you here might not believe it because, of course, I never believed it as well when I heard it at first until I experienced it. Let me share a short story with you. Years ago, I visited a friend who works with a TV station as a newscaster. So we were in her office discussing when a well-dressed woman walked in and asked, "Would you like to be on the news?" Because it's not my office, I wasn't expecting anyone to refer to me that way or talk to me. So I didn't get feedback. Then my friend said, "Bukola, she's talking to you." And then I looked back and I smiled. Of course, yes, I would love to be on the news. That was how I got a job, which I didn't do because I never wanted to be working with a particular organization. I want to be on my own. I love freedom. I love having time for myself. I love exploring. I love traveling, and I love meeting people online and offline. So if I were working with them, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to do this. So that was how I got a job that has the opportunity to change my life without submitting CV or even talking to them about needing a job. And not just me, my clients have also experienced this at different times. Let me share another story with you. Years ago, the same strategy that I used, the same formula that I will be sharing with you tonight, I shared it with a trained newscaster who was working as a teacher at the time. After she implemented all that I taught her, she got a job with one of your favorite TV networks. Her name is Esther Kalu. You can Google her, you can read about her on social media, you can even send her a message to find out how true this is. So back to my story. I was offered a job as a newscaster, but I wasn't interested because I had better things doing. So then I met Esther after some weeks. She came training at our office for online training. Then towards the end of the training, she enrolled for a 6 weeks training. Towards the end of the training, we got talking and I realized, oh, she's a trained newscaster, even though she's not experienced. So she had this challenges of getting a role because of how she sounded. And now she sounds better. I have worked on her and she has done what she needed to do to get results. So all I did was give Esther the slot. I asked Esther to go there and talk to them. And of course, she got the job. But you know why she got the job? It wasn't because I gave my word. It was because she has what they need. So what they needed was someone who speaks so well, someone who could communicate on a global stage, someone who anyone can easily understand without straining their ears or asking, "Please come again, please come again, please come again." So Esther undergone my training and she put in effort. So what do I want you to learn from this story I just shared? 3 things, mainly what Esther did differently. First, Esther enrolled on the training that she knew she needed. And thank God you're here. If you do not need this, I believe you would not enroll and you would not even show up. Even though right? So you are here. That is the first step. The second step is learning, which is what we're doing. But the last step, which is more important, is practicing. So while Esther was learning, she wasn't just learning, she was practicing. So how do you practice? The few hours that we will be spending here together, here is how you should practice. 1, watch what my mouth is doing, what my speech organs are doing, the way I open my mouth, the way I close it, the way I drop my jaw, the way I use my tongue, the way I use my nose, etc. Make sure you pay attention to how I do all of these things. Second is try to say the words when I pronounce them. So when I pronounce a word and I ask that we practice together, please practice. When it comes to communication skills, without practicing, your effort, your time, your money is all wasted. So you have to practice. Practice in class, practice outside class, practice with everyone around you. So that was what Esther did differently. And in 6 weeks, Esther was able to communicate fluently and eloquently, and of course confidently, without faking her accent. That made her to be the best fit for that opportunity. And that was how she got it. Now, here is feedback from Esther. She posted this on Facebook in 2019. You can read through or take screenshots. Here is another feedback, still same Esther. This was posted on LinkedIn, where she talked about how I got her the role. If you look at the third paragraph, while she said, while I waited for the media breakthrough, I attended various training sessions, one of which included the Diction coach training. Thanks to Olubukola R.B. Agbalaya, that's my name, who mentioned an offer at Court TV, she finally connected me. Remember, it's not about me connecting her. It's about having what they need. That is the main reason why she got the role. So if you're here, you want to earn more, you want to get better job opportunities, you want people to respect you more, please do not take this as a joke. Now, I understand that some of you might have previously undergone diction training, yet you have not experienced the desired improvement in your speech. And I would say that it's because you didn't follow proven formula. So you might be wondering, what is this proven formula the diction queen is talking about? That is exactly what we will learn tonight. That is what I will expose to you tonight. The proven formula, my formula, which has worked for me and has worked for my client, is what I tagged Dick Claire. If you're here with me, whether you're on Zoom or on YouTube, please type Dick Claire in the comments. Type Dick Claire in the comments. I want to be sure we are together. Dick Claire. Interestingly, you cannot find this on Google. This is not some sort of Google search formula or something. It's something that I put together myself. Years of experience, years of learning, years of practice, years of working with different people from different parts of the world. So if you go on Google or even on ChatGPT or any AI, you might not know what Declare is, because this is my formula. So if you will be using this formula anywhere, please make sure to give accolades to whom accolades is due. So I'm waiting for your comments, Declare. So tonight we will be learning, remember, 3-step formula for my proven formula. And the proven formula is Declare. I love your response. Thank you, everyone. So tonight we will be talking about the first letter in the acronym Declare. Now each letter in Declare has its meaning. The D stands for something. The I stands for something. The C's stand for something. The L, the E, the A, the R. Excuse me. Each letter stands for something. But tonight, because I do not want to keep you here for too long, please do not request access to recordings, please. We would only focus on the D, right? We will focus only on the D. So we would learn the 3 steps associated with the first letter in my formula Declare. So let's get to it. What exactly does the D stand for? The D in Declare stands for Diction Fundamentals. Diction Fundamentals. Just like you know, fundamental, the building block of something. So Diction Fundamental serve as the building blocks for clear and effective communication. It's not just about you opening your mouth and speaking. It is about you speaking and saying the words the way they should be said for clear and effective communication. So what are the 3 steps on the Diction Fundamental? The first step is clear articulation. The second step is pronunciation rules. And the third is connected speech pattern. So let's start with the first, clear and precise articulation. Clear and precise articulation means that anytime you want to say a word in any language, but of course our focus right here is in the English language. When you want to say a word in English language, you are expected to say the sounds in that word correctly. So in the word, sometimes you might have 4 sounds, 5 sounds, 2 sounds, 3 sounds, or maybe 1 sound. Whatever number of sounds you have, you must say the sounds the way they should be said. Most times, when we see a word, we just assume we know the pronunciation. Now look at my screen right here. I have few set of words. The first set, I have muff and moss. Most times I hear Ghanaians pronounce the first word as mass. Mass is mass time. I hate mass. No. The word is muff. Now you realize that the spelling of this word has T and H. In English language, for us to articulate the TH sound properly, the tip of your tongue has to be in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Please watch my mouth this way. So when I want to articulate that sound, I place my tongue in between my upper teeth and my lower teeth, and then I blow air. I blow out air. So I go this way. Let's try it together. Again. So this word is pronounced muff. I said that together. Muff. So it's not moss. Now this one right here is the real moss. So this should be pronounced moss. Well, this one should not be pronounced moss. Please say muff. Another set of words. Many times we pronounce these 2 words as pasta, pasta. No. The first word, the ones that mean a leader in the church, should be rightly pronounced pastor. The letter A in that word makes a long sound. Pa. Don't say pass, say pass. Now the O and R at the end of that word makes a sound that is called the sure sound. To articulate the sure sound correctly, you want to make sure that your mouth is not opened. The sure sound is a weak sound. Some people call it the laser sound. So when you want to articulate the sure sound, you need to act laser as well. So you don't want to say pasta. No. Make sure your mouth isn't opened at the end of that word because of the sure sound. Instead, you want to say pasta. Can you see my mouth? Pasta, pasta, and not pasta. If you can see the difference in my mouth and if you can hear the difference between pasta and pasta, please let me know in the chat. I want to be sure I am communicating. Remember, what will help you get value and not just learn, but be able to showcase what you've learned is practicing. So you must see what my mouth is doing. You must be able to hear the difference so you can do the difference. If you can see the difference in my speech organ, you can hear the difference, please let me know in the chat. I am waiting. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Okay, thank you, Samuel. So I will proceed then. So the second word that I have here, just like the first, the letter A after the P makes a short sound. Remember, for the first one, the letter A makes a long sound. Now for this one right here, the one that has to do with food, the A, the first letter A, makes a short sound, pass. And then the last A as well makes the sure sound, pastor. Remember the sound, that weak sound. Make sure your mouth is not opened. So let's practice together. Excuse me, pasta, pasta. So make sure you're not saying pasta. No. Now let's go to the last set of words that I have here. Bird and bed. As a Ghanaian, I would likely say bed, bed. No, it's not bed. It's not church. No. The first word, letter R. This is the letter R. I believe you can see my spotlight. I didn't say aru, I said R. Because of the letter R that I have after the vowel letter I here, the sound this will make will become a long sound. So I should not say bed. Rather, I should say bird. Not bed. Bird. Another thing that I realized that we Ghanaians do is the letter D, when we have letter D at the end of words, or sometimes when we have the letter L, letter D, or letter T, most times we tend to not articulate them. It shouldn't be that. Except they are silent. When you have a consonant letter at the end of a word, you have to be sure the consonant sound is silent. If it is silent, then do not say it. But if it is not silent, please say it. So the word is bird. Well, this other one is bed. So let's say the words together. Moth. Can you see my tongue outside? Moss. Pasta. Pasta. Closed sound at the end. Pasta. Closed sound at the end. Bird. Bed. Now you might be wondering, how do I know all of this? How will I be able to identify them when reading or when speaking? It's simple. The first thing you need to help you have clear and precise articulation is learning the sounds of English. Every language has its sounds. When we say words, we use the sounds of that language to put together our words. So you must know how to articulate these sounds. Most times, these sounds are different from our own local language sounds. So our native languages have their sounds. The English language has its sounds. So it is important that when we're speaking our local languages or our native languages, we use the sounds in our native languages. And of course, when we are speaking English, we should also use the sounds of English. So you must learn the sounds of English. Now on the screen right now, I have what is called the IPA chart. IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. In English classes or in literacy class, we were taught A to Z. Unfortunately, we do not use letter A, letter B, letter C to letter Z. We do not use them when pronouncing words or when saying words. We only use them when we write or when we spell. When it comes to pronouncing words, these sounds are what we need. So you must learn these sounds. Now you also must know that these are not letter. This is not letter P. It is a consonant sound P. This is not letter E. It is sound E. This is not capital letter I. It is a sound. These are sound symbols. Though some of them look familiar, like letters, while some of them, they have special characters. So these aren't letters, they are sounds. So let's quickly go through these sounds. I'll start with the consonants. We might not be able to go through all. Remember, we're spending a few hours together, about 2 hours. So I'll start with the consonant sounds alone. So the first sound that I have here is articulated P. Remember to watch my mouth. P, P, P. And I can have it in words like pasta. Remember that word? So I should not say pasta. No, I have pasta. The last sound there is a sure. I can also have purse. It is not purse. The word is purse. Remember the letter R. Earlier, when we were talking about bird, when we have letter R after a vowel letter, just like we have it here, we have letter R after letter U. Most times, the vowel become longer. So in the case of purse, this is the sound that we have. This is the vowel sound that we have in purse. It is not it is not purse. It is purse. Pasta. I can also have another word like pencil. Pensional, not pensional. Plantain. Plantain, not plantain. The N at the end of plantain must be heard. Plantain. The N must be heard. The N is not silent. Plantain. I must hear the N at the end of it because the N is not silent. The next consonant sound that I have is B, B, B. And I can have word examples like burnt. Burnt is different from bent. But most Nigerians say these two words the same. Most Ghanaians rather say these two words the same. You hear bent, bent. No. The first is burnt. Burnt. Remember the U and R, just like we had in purse. U and R here make a long sound. Burnt, not bent. This right here is bent, not the same pronunciation. Another word example that I have here is brother, not brother. No, do not say brother. Do not open your mouth at the end. When we have E and R at the end of a word, it makes the sure sound. We had discussed the sure sound earlier. The sure sound is a weak or laser sound. It means that when you want to articulate it, close your mouth. It's not brother. This is wrong. Brother, not there. Brother. Now let's go to the next consonant. I have t, t, t. A lot of Ghanaians omit the t sound when we have it at the end of a word. You hear something like fair. I can fair. I can fess. It's not I can fess. What happened to the T? The T is not silent. Please pronounce it. Do not say I can fess. I can first. And the word first, we also have letter R after a vowel. Remember? When you have letter R after a vowel, most times it makes a long sound. So it's first. The T is not silent. The letter T there, make sure we can hear the sound. I can first, not I can fess. Another word is next, not nest. Next. Who's next? Not who's next. Who's next? I also have the word turkey, not tacky. I want to eat tacky. No, please say turkey, turkey. Let's say the words together. Watch my mouth and say what I say. Pasta, purse, burnt, bent, brother, first, next, turkey. Now let's move to the next consonant sound, which is the D sound. D. For the D sound, we can have words like old. The D at the end is not silent. So don't say old man. Old man is old man. It's not old man. It's old man. It's not old lady. It's old lady. We can also have the word doctor. It's not doctor. 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 Not doctor. At the end of that word, do not open your mouth wide. Don't say doctor. No. Say doctor. Doctor. The doctor is sleeping. Not the doctor is sleeping. I also have the word old man, not old man. Old, the D must be heard. Old man. Now the next consonant sound that I have is ch. Ch. Most times, CH make this sound. Ch, ch, ch. I can have it in words like church, not church. Ch. The U and R in that word make a long sound. Church, not church. No, church. The doctor is in the church, not the doctor is in the church. Another word for the ch sound, I have chewing gum. Chewing gum. It's not chewing gum. It's chewing gum. Chewing gum. I also have the word mischievous. Mischievous. Not mischievous. 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 The next consonant sound that I have is the k sound. K, k, k. For the k sound, I can have words like color, not color. Color, color, color. The OUR there also make a sure sound. This sound here is the sure sound. We have it most times when we have O and R or E and R at the end of words. We can also have it at the beginning, but most times it appears at the end of words when we have ER and OR. I remember the sure sound. It is a weak sound, meaning do not open your mouth when saying the sound. Close your mouth and act lazy. Color, not color, not pasta, not brother, brother, pasta, color, etc. Now let's go back to our consonant sounds. K. So I have color. Another word example that I have, besides color, I can also have the word curve. It's not curve, it's curve. The U and R there should be articulated as a long sound. Curve. It's not curve. Curve. I also have comfortable. It's not comfortable. I hear a lot of people say comfortable. It's not table. The A after the A after the T should not be articulated as R. It should be articulated as a sure as well. Watch my mouth. Comfortable. Comfortable, not comfortable. It's not table. It's comfortable. And then the last consonant sound that I have on this roll is the G sound. G, G, G. And I can have words like gone. Please don't say gan. It's not gan, it's gone. G-U-N, it's gan. Do not open your mouth too wide. Gan, not gan. Say gan, 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 gan. The letter U in the word G-U-N makes this vowel sound here. The sound you have in up. You don't say up, it's up, up, not up. It's gan, not gan. It's love, not love. It's a C. So we have gone, we have gan, and one more word example, we have gross. This is not gross, it's gross, gross. Now let's practice together. Watch my mouth and do what my mouth is doing. P, p, pasta, purse, b, b, burnt, bent, brother, t, t, first, next, turkey, d, old, doctor, old man, ch, ch, church. It's not church, church. Make it long. Chewing gum, mischievous, 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 mischievous. The next sound, k. Color, color, color. Curve, comfortable, not comfortable. G, gone, gan, grows. Now let's move to the next set of consonant sounds. So here, the next consonant sound that I have is and I can have it in words like fever, not fever. Remember the sure, the E and R at the end of that word make the sure sound, fever. Father, not father. Father, not father. Father. I also have the word dwarf. It's not dwarf, it's dwarf. Dwarf. The next vowel, the next consonant that I have is the. And I can have it in words like vehicle, vehicle. I can also have it in vulture. And of course, I can have it in of. When you have the word of, the F there sounds like a V, of. But when you have the word OFF, the two F's sounds like an F, off. So these two words aren't pronounced the same way. Off, off, of. The one with one F makes the V sound. The one with two F's make the F sound. Off, of. The next consonant sound I have is the TH sound. Remember the TH sound? I spoke about that earlier. When you have T and H in a word, to articulate the sound, you have to be super careful. You need to stick out your tongue. So there are two TH sounds. Here, right here is the first TH sound. To articulate the first TH sound properly, put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth like this. And then you blow air. So I can have it in words like math, thing, not tin, thing, anthem, bath, math, thing, anthem, bath. That is for the first TH sound. Now the second TH sound, which is this, stick your tongue out as well. Put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. And this time, make vibration. Let your vocal cord vibrate. This is called your vocal cord. So I go the. Can you see my tongue? The. Can you see that something is moving here? The. I believe you can see it. So for that sound, I have words like bathe, clothe, smooth. Now look at these two words. The first one, B-A-T-H, bath. The second one, B-A-T-H-E, bathe. They aren't pronounced the same way. Bath, bathe. Now sometimes we can have TH in words and then the H will be silent. So when you have a word that has T and H, but the H is silent, please do not stick out your tongue. For example, if I have the word, excuse me, what did I press? If I have the word Esther, okay, it was off now. Good. So if I have the word Esther, in the word Esther, The H is silent. Another word is Thomas. The H is silent. Another is Thames. The H is silent, and so many other words. So in these words where the H here is silent, the H here is silent, the H here is silent, I will not stick out my tongue to pronounce them because I don't have TH again. I only have a T. So I would say Esther, not Esther. I would say Thomas, not Thomas. I will say Thames, not Thames. I hope it's clear. Now let's move to the next consonant sound. I have S. And for the S sound, I can have words as desk. A lot of us mispronounce these words. The first is desk. The S comes before the K. Desk. The second word, we have desks. So you have to say the S first. You need to say this. You say this. You say the K. And then you say this. So it's not dexkes. I hear people say dexes. It's not dexes. It's desk. Desk. I hope you can hear the difference. The first again is desk. The second is desks. Now the next consonant sound that we have is Z, 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 Z. And I can have it in words like grows. The S after the W sounds like a Z. Grows. I can have it in rise. I can also have it in raise. Grows. A Z. Rise. Rise. Raise. The next consonant sound that I have is the sh sound. Sh. Put your teeth together and then you release the sound slowly. Sh. And I have it in words like juncture, junction, junction, junction. I can also have it in mission, mission. I can also have it in sugar, sugar, sugar. So it's not sugar, it's sugar. The sugar, not sugar. Please say after me. Junction, mission, sugar. The last consonant sound that I have on this row is articulated j, j, j. And I can have it in words like vision, vision. I can have it in excursion, vision, excursion. Now, sometimes when we have letter R before S-I-O-N, or when we have letter I before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jeune. It is not every time that S-I-O-N sounds shun, like in mission. Sometimes S-I-O-N makes a different sound. It sounds jeune, like we have in vision and excursion. So how do you know when S-I-O-N does not sound shun? Just look at the letter that you have before the S-I-O-N. So when you have a vowel letter before the S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jeune. Or when you have letter R before S-I-O-N, S-I-O-N will sound jeune. vision, excursion. Now let's practice these set of consonant sounds together. Watch my mouth, see what it's doing, and try to do the same. Excuse me, please. So I have fever, not fever. No, the ending sound is a weak sound. Fever. Father. The ending sound is a weak sound. And because of the TH, put your tongue outside. Father. It's not father. Father. The. Dwarf. The next one. The. Vehicle. Voucher. It's not voucher. Voucher. Of. Remember, OF sounds of. OFF sounds off. Put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth and blow out air. Mouth. Thing. Anthem. Bath. The next one. The. Put your tongue in between your upper teeth and your lower teeth, and this time try to make this place vibrate. The. Bathe. Clothe. Smooth. I have desk. Desks. Grows. Rise. Raise. Junction. Mission. Sugar. Vision. Excursion. I hope you learned. Now let's move to the last set of consonant sounds that we have. The first is and I can have words like mother, not mother. Mother, not mother. No, say mother. I also have the word mustache, not moustache. I also have the word mischievous, not mischievous. The next consonant sound I have is and I can have it in words like nurse. Please don't say nest. It's nurse. And I have nursery, not nursery. Nursery, nurse, nursery. The next consonant sound that I have is the sound. This right here is a nasal sound. So you need to make sure that when you articulate the sound, the air from your lungs is coming out from your nose. If you should articulate the sound properly, you will feel weight on your nose. You have the sound when we have letter G or letter K after letter N, as in the word sing. So I should not say sing. Sing. I can also have it in tongue. It's not tongue. It's tongue. I can also have it in words like bank. And of course, I can have it in words ending in ing, like learning. It's not learning. It's a long vowel. Learning, not learning. Learning. I can also have it in working, not working. Working. It's not working. working. Let's try it again. Sing, tongue, bank, learning, working, not working. Okay, so the next consonant sound that I have is, for this sound, I need to take a deep breath. The letter H should not be heard. For example, hour. I should not say the H sound. I shouldn't say hour. No, I would just say hour. Another example is honest. The H is silent. Do not pronounce it. Another example is honor. The H is silent as well. Do not pronounce it. But when you have H in a word, like in husband, like in hospital, the H must be heard. Sometimes when we have a word that starts with a vowel, I hear some people add the H sound to it. Please do not do so. Do not add the H sound to words that start with a vowel. That is wrong. So do not say apple. Such word does not exist. Simply say apple. In the word husband and hospital, the H should be heard. In the word hour, honest, and honor, the H should not be heard. Now the next consonant sound that I have is L. Remember, when you have consonant sounds at the end of word, please do not skip them, except they are silent. Do not skip them. So, if I have the word school, don't say school. It's school. Can you see my tongue? School. Do not say football. Say football. Football, not football. The T is not silent. The L is not silent. So they must be heard. Failure. 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 We also have the word love. Don't open your mouth too wide. Just say love. I love you. I love my father. Not I love my father. I love my father. The next consonant sound that I have is R. Now, most people struggle with the L and R sound. Now, for the L sound, let the tip of your tongue touch your upper teeth. L, as in love. But for the R sound, roll your tongue. Roll it. R, 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 R. So I can have words such as rainbow, reason, reason, etc. The next consonant sound that I have is w, w, w. I can have words like window, window, not window, window. I can have what? Now look at this word, WHO. In this word, the W is silent. When you have letter O after WH, the W will be silent. So you should not say woo. Please say who. Who are you? Not who are you. It's who are you? Do not say who are you. Say who are you? It's a C. It's a C, not who are you. Say who are you? And of course, the last consonant sound that I have is y, y, y. And I can have words such as yesterday, not yesterday or yesterday. It's yesterday. Yes, t, yesterday, not yesterday. say yacht, not yacht. The C and H in this word are silent. Yacht, not yacht. Say yang, yang. Remember the NG sound. Now let's go through these words, these sounds together. Mother, mustache, mischievous, mischievous rather, mischievous. Nurse, nursery. Bank, learning, working. Husband, hospital. Remember that sometimes you have letter H in a word, but the H is silent, as in hour, honest, honor. School, football, failure, love. Rainbow, reason. Window, what? When you have letter O after WH, W becomes silent. Yesterday, yacht, young. Now we have successfully learned all the consonant sounds. Now while we were learning the consonant sounds, I highlighted some vowels. For example, the schwa. Here is the schwa again. It is articulated Do not open your mouth. It's a closed sound, a weak or lazy sound. You can have it most times when you have E and R or O and R at the end of a word. Another thing you must know about the schwa is that it's a short sound. Now, when you look at the vowel sounds, these are the vowel sounds. You realize that some of them have the two dots, while the others don't have the two dots. The ones with the two dots are the long vowel. The ones without the two dots are the short vowels. So the schwa here is without two dots. So it's a short vowel. And remember, it's also a lazy vowel and a closed vowel. So when you see it, make sure you're not opening your mouth. You're not saying father. Say father. You're not saying mother. Say mother. Not pasta. Pasta. Another vowel that we talked about is the This right here has two dots. So it's a long vowel. I mentioned earlier that sometimes when you have letter R after vowel letters, when you have letter R after vowel E, or vowel I, or vowel U, most times it sounds For example, the word her. I will not say ha, it's her. I saw her yesterday. Another is sir. Sir, I will go to church tomorrow, sir. Sir. Another is church. Her. Sir. Church. So it's not church. It is not the air sound. If you say church, you're saying this sound here. But it's not the air sound. It's the church. It's not say. It's sir. It's not her. It's her. Because of the R that you have there, the sound becomes longer. I also highlighted the sound. The sound. Look at my mouth. It is different from the schwa. The schwa is This one that looks like an upside down V is Can you see the difference? This is a closed sound. This is about a mid sound. It's not closed, it's not open. Both are short sounds. They don't have the two dots. Now let's go to the second step. Before I move to the second step, remember we are learning 3 steps. But the first letter in my formula again is declare. In the formula, I have 8 letters, and each letter has 3 steps to it. But tonight we're learning the first step, the letter D, and we have just learned the first step. Now let's go to the second step. Before I go to the second step, I'd love you to go to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join us on YouTube or on Zoom to tell me how the webinar is faring. If it is worth your time and data, if you're learning, let me know so that those that are not here can know what they are missing. So I want you to quickly go to the group where you got the link to join this webinar here, to tell us how the webinar is going. If it is worth your time, if it is worth your data, if you would recommend it for others to watch, please quickly do that. Let's do that in 2 minutes so we can proceed. I want us to be done by 9 p.m. So I want us to be done by 9 p.m. So let's quickly do that. We have just 2 minutes. I will be in the chat and the WhatsApp group to read your feedback. I'm in the WhatsApp group. I want to read your feedback. Quickly, let's do that. Go to the WhatsApp group where you got the link to join and tell us how the last sound is, how the webinar is faring. If you have questions, just leave your questions, write it somewhere, write it in your notepad. During question time, you can ask. You can ask your questions during question time. I am waiting. I'm waiting for the feedback. Okay. Amicus, I'm not sure if that is your name, says the program is worth my time. Absolutely incredible. We've murdered words for long. Thank you, Diction Queen. Somebody else said, perfect. Another says, the webinar is worth attending. I am having fun. Note, when you're writing a sentence, please do not start with Instead of having fun, say I am having fun. Somebody says, thanks, it is great. Another said, great presentation. Another said, the program is worth my time. The other said, I think I am learning a lot. Faithful said, this is excellent. Like, thank you, ma'am. Juliet says, excellent. Others are still typing. So I will proceed. I appreciate everyone. Let's proceed. Okay. So now let's move to the second step. So what is the second step? The second step is pronunciation rules. There are lots of rules, a lot of pronunciation rules. But tonight I'll talk about just 2 of them to save time. Now, first, you must understand that when we talk about pronunciation rules, there are exceptions to these rules. What that means is the rules might not work every time. Now, let's consider these 2 sentences that I have. The first sentence, an average Ghanaian would read it like this. Seben bent and burnt the bed on the bed. An average Nigerian will read it like that. An average Ghanaian will read this like this. Seben bent and bent the bed on the bed. Pronouncing all the words as no. Let me highlight 2 words that you must pay attention to here. Remember what we're talking about the vowels earlier? I mentioned the sure sound. I also mentioned the long sound. Now look at this word here. It has the sound. Ben, that is correct. This right here also has the sound. This is correct. This right here also has the sound. So I would say ben, bent, bed. Correct. But this sound here is wrong when I say se. It should be sir. It has a long sound. Sir. Sir, ben, bent, and burnt. Another sound, another longer sound. So B-U-R-N-T is not bent. It's burnt. Burnt. It has a longer sound. Another is bird. It also has a longer sound. So I need to stop saying Sir Ben bent and bent the bed on the bed. No. The right reading is Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. So you realize that some of these words have short sound, like ben, bent, and bed. We have others that have the short sound, but I just want us to compare these two sounds that we often mispronounce, the and the excuse me. Why sir, burnt, bird? These ones have the long sound. Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. Now let's take the second sentence example. An average Ghanaian will say something like, my pastor loves purple color. No, it's not pasta. The O and I here makes the sure sound. Remember the weak sound. We also have color. The O-U-R also makes the sure sound. Color, not color. Then we have purple. We have the long sound in purple, not purple. It's not purple, it's purple. And I have loves. Remember the inverted V sound? Don't open your mouth too wide, just open it a bit. So again, my pastor loves purple color, not my pastor loves purple color. No, my pastor loves purple color. Now try to say it after me. I will say it slowly first. Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. Remember the TH sound. Put your tongue outside. So let's take it faster. Sir Ben bent and burnt the bird on the bed. The second, I'll say slowly first. My pastor loves purple color. I say it faster. My pastor loves purple color. So what is this rule saying? The rule is saying that you should always pay attention to the length of the vowels that you have in the word. It is the length that differentiates B-E-N-T and B-U-R-N-T. So we should not say bent and bent. The first is bent. The other is burnt. Right? So the length of your vowels are important. Pay attention to the length that you have in your vowels. So when you see a word, when you want to pronounce that word, pay attention. Does it have a long vowel or a short vowel? We also have the glide vowels, but we didn't talk about the glide vowels tonight. So vowel lengths, very important. They help your sentence to be very rhythmic without sounding fake. They also help you pronounce your words correctly. Now let's go to the second pronunciation rules, which talks about silent letters. I have talked about few silent letters earlier. Remember, when you have a word, some letters might be silent in that word. If the letter is silent, you're expected not to say the letter, not to say the sound of the letter. But if the letter is not silent, you must say the sound of the letter. So in these word examples that I have, the letters written in red color are silent. All those letters are silent, while the others aren't silent. At the end of the class, I have an ebook that talks about silent letters. Words that have silent A, silent B, silent C, until silent Z. So for some people, they might get the ebook as bonuses. It's not for everyone, please. It's just for a few people. So let's pronounce these together. Say after me. Listen. So I should not say listing. Listen. Some people, they change the S here to a Z. You hear them say listen. No, it's listen. 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 The T should not be said. Listen. The second is Wednesday. Wednesday. The S in this word sound like a Z, but do not say Wednesday. Say Wednesday. The next word is receipt. Don't say receipts. The P should not be heard. Say receipt. The next word is muscle. Muscle. Sandwich. Sandwich. Island, not Island. Island. Cupboard, not cupboard. Cupboard. The P is silent. Knife. Definitely, not definitely. Definitely. Thumb. Thumb. The word T-O-M-B is pronounced thumb. So there is a difference between thumb and thumb. Thumb. This is thumb. Thumb. T-O-M-B. Thumb. Salmon. Not salmon. Sa. The L is silent. Salmon. Castle. Not castle. Answer. Hour. Remember silent H words? The H is silent. Comfortable. Not comfortable. Comfortable. Scissors. Scissors. Doubt. Doubt. Cold. Not cold. Cold. Taste. Climb. The B is silent. Now say after me. Listen. Wednesday. Receipt. Muscle. Sandwich. Island. Cupboard. Knife. Definitely. Thumb. Salmon. Castle. Answer. Hour. Comfortable. Scissors. Doubt. Cold. Taste. Climb. Now let's go to the third step for diction fundamental. Diction fundamental, which is the first D in my formula that has 8 letters, and the D stands for diction fundamental. Diction fundamental has 3 steps, just like any other letter in that formula. So the third step under diction fundamental is connected speech. So on the connected speech, I would like us to focus on word stress. There are a lot of things to learn on the connected speech. But for the sake of our time, I want us to focus on word stress. To pronounce English words correctly, you must stress it correctly. Aside from articulating the sounds in the word properly, when you have a word, look at the sounds in that word instead of the letters. When you look at the letters will confuse you. Do not look at the letters. Remember, we do not use letters when pronouncing our words. What we use are the sounds. So you want to consider, you want to consider the sounds in the words. So if the sounds in the words, make sure you articulate each sound properly. Make sure to articulate each sound properly. Another thing is, ask yourself, is the sound silent or not? That was what we also talked about silent letter. Also, is the sound long or short? Pay attention to that. Then, once you're able to put your sounds together, it's then important to understand word stress. So what is word stress? Word stress is you making sure that a syllable in a word is stressed accordingly. In our native languages, we pronounce our words using syllable timed. That means the syllable in a word are pronounced with the same level of energy. So for example, if I want to pronounce this word, I'll say something like table. Table. The first syllable, te, and the second syllable, bu, I would say them with the same level of energy. Table. Table. That is wrong. According to word stress, this word because it has more than one syllable. It is only one part. It is only one syllable that I must stress. I should not stress the two syllables. So when I divide this word into syllables, I have tay and I have bull. So when I want to say these two syllables, I should not say them with the same level of stress. I should say one of them with a high degree of stress, while I say the second syllable with low degree of stress. So if I want to say this word correctly, I would say table. Table, not table. Another example. If I want to say the word market, another person will say markets. No. In this word, there are two syllables. So one of these syllables has to be stressed, while the other should not be stressed. Market, not market. So to stress a word means to say a part of that word louder, longer, and clearer. So in the word table, I need to say the first part louder, longer, and clearer. In the word market, I also need to say the first part louder, longer, and clearer. But in the word beyond or behind, it is the second part that I need to say louder, longer, and clearer. So when you have a word that has more than one syllable, the word might have 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 4 syllables, 5, 6, etc. Once the word has more than one syllable, one of the syllables that that word has must be said louder, longer, and clearer. For some words, it is the first syllable that we said louder, longer, and clearer. Examples are table, market. For some words, it is the second syllable that we should say louder, longer, and clearer. An example is behind, ago. There's a second syllable that I'm saying louder, longer, and clearer. For some, it's the third. For some, it's the fourth. For some, it's the last. Say the depends. So how do you know the syllable to say louder, longer, and clearer? All you have to do is learn word stress rules. There's something called stress rules, and there are lots of them. There are over 10 of them. You need to learn word stress rules. But tonight, let's learn one of them. So when you have a word, the rule we're learning tonight says, when you have a word that has 2 syllables, if the word is a noun or an adjective, stress the first syllable. So if a word has 2 syllables, if the word is a noun or an adjective, then stress the first syllable. That means you say the first syllable louder, longer, and clearer. But if the word has 2 syllables and it's a verb or a preposition, then you should stress the second syllable. So if the word has 2 syllables and it's a verb or preposition, please stress the second syllable. So for example, if I have a word like table, table is a noun and it has 2 syllables, tay and bull. So because it has 2 syllables and because it is a noun, I need to stress the first syllable, which is why the first syllable is written in capital letter. Tay. The other syllable should not be said louder, should not be said longer, and should not be said clearer. Bull. So it's not table, it's table, table, table. You need to go fast when you get to the second syllable. What if the word is an adjective, like in pretty? Pretty has 2 syllables, pre and t, and it's an adjective. So I should also stress the first syllable. Pretty, not pretty. Now, what if the word has 2 syllables and it's a verb? Then I should stress the second syllable. An example is the word present. Okay, present is a noun. Present. Present is the verb. Present. When you do something, maybe you present a present to someone. So this is a verb. You're stressing the second syllable. Present. What if it's a preposition? An example of a preposition will be behind. Behind. You're stressing behind. Behind. Present. These are verbs and prepositions. Are you clear with word stress? Are you clear with the two rules I mentioned? Let me go over it again. To stress a word means to say a part of that word louder, longer, and clearer. To know the part to say louder, longer, and clearer, you need to learn word stress. So here are two, you need to learn word stress rules. So here are two word stress rules. The first says, if you have a word that has two syllables, the word is a noun, then you should stress the first syllable. An example is table. It means the first syllable should be said louder, longer, and clearer. If the word is an adjective, then you should also stress the first syllable. Pretty. But if the word has two syllables and it's a verb, please stress the second syllable. Present. Present. Is the present you're saying louder, longer, and clearer. If the word has two syllables and it's a preposition, stress the second syllable as well. Behind. Behind. There's a second syllable, you're also saying louder, longer, and clearer. So there are lots of rules to learn, but we'll stop at this for tonight. So talking about word stress rules, I have few examples of words that I'd like us to practice together. So the first word that I have here is climate. Climate has two syllables and it's a noun. So I'm stressing the first syllable. That is why the C, the L, and the I are written in capital letter. Remember, the parts you're stressing are the parts written in capital letter. Climate. Climate. Another one is decide. Decide. Here I am stressing the second syllable. Decide. Spacious. Spacious. An adjective. Two syllables. I'm stressing the first syllable. Democracy. Democracy. Not democracy. Democracy. I'm stressing the second syllable as well. Geographic. Geographic. I'm stressing the third syllable here. Critical. Critical. I'm stressing the first syllable. Knowledge. Knowledge. I'm stressing the first syllable. Require. Require. I'm stressing the second syllable. Extension. Extension. I'm stressing the second syllable. Please say after me. Climate. Geographic. Critical. Decide. Knowledge. Spacious. Require. Democratic. Oh, sorry. Democracy. Extension. Very well. So that is it about word stress. Now it's question time. Let me quickly attend to questions before I proceed. I want to attend to a few questions before I proceed. So if you have questions, please send in your questions to the chat. If you have questions, please send in your questions to the chat. Should you have questions, kindly send in your questions to the chat so I can proceed. We have about 20 minutes to go. So should you have questions, kindly send your questions to the chat. Should you have questions, please send your questions to the chat. I'm waiting for your questions. I'm waiting for your questions. If you have questions, kindly send in your questions to the chat. Kindly send in your questions to the chat. Okay, somebody said the last consonant sound, is it a J or a Y? It's none of them. I had said it earlier that these are not letters, they are sounds. So it is not letter J and it is not letter Y. It is the Y sound. Though it looks like letter J, let me try and go back to that page. Though it looks like letter J, but it is not letter J. It is a sound and it is articulated Y, 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 Y. So we can have it in words like yes, yellow, yesterday, yogurt, yo-yo. It's a C. I hope I have answered that question. Okay, while I'm waiting for other questions, I will proceed. While I am waiting for other questions, I will proceed. So now that we have successfully learned the first part of my formula, remember the formula again? Declare. 8 letters. Each letter has three steps. So we have successfully learned the first letter and the 3 steps for the first letter. So now that you have successfully learned that first part, it is important for you to know the other part of the formula, right or no? Yes or no? Do you agree with me that it is important for you to know the other part of the formula so that you can start to speak better? And you can also enjoy the goodness of speaking well. You can get more respect, get more money, the more presentable, and of course, people will respect you more. So I'm waiting. Do you think it is important for you to learn the other part of my formula? Remember that formula is not even available on Google. You can try it. You would not see it. I am waiting. Is it important for you to learn the other part of the formula? Okay, somebody said yes, yes. I'll come back to your question, please. It's past question time. Somebody said yes, yes, yes. Another person said very important. Okay, another says we can't wait. Another said yes, it is. Okay, so if you would like to learn the other part of the formula, and not just learning, but knowing and mastering. Remember the story of Esther. Esther didn't just know. She mastered it, and that helped her to be able to convince people that she speak well. One thing about speaking well is it's not about certification. It's what people can hear and feel. Your voice alone should convince us. How you pronounce your words should convince us. And that has to do with mastery. It is mastery that would help you to become that speaker who impresses their listeners every time and everywhere. So if you'd like to know, and not just know, but master, each letter in my formula and be able to speak better than I do, then you should know and master my proven formula. You should be at the Diction Mastery Academy. I have an academy called the Diction Mastery Academy. At the academy, what we do is we help enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention. I love to speak anywhere I go because I know that once I open my mouth, people will be swayed. I will command attention. People will be tilted towards me. So that is what we help you do in the academy, so that once you talk, you will command attention. Would also help you skyrocket your confidence, and of course would help elevate your professional image to new heights. In the academy, what we do is we ensure personalized attention and closely track the progress and transformative journey of each participant, which makes our academy a highly sought after offer for those that are eager to improve their communication skill. If you enroll in the academy, here is what you will get. You'll get access to our e-learning platform where you can learn anytime, anywhere, at your convenient time, whether in the midnight, early in the morning, late at night, late afternoon, any time that it's convenient for you to learn. You learn on our e-learning platform Mondays to Fridays. You'd also get 55 practical training sessions. One of the things about the academy is it is very practical. The academy is practical because it is in the practice that you master. Our goal is mastery, not just knowing. You get access to quizzes for stage knowledge assessment. So each lesson that you would watch on the e-learning platform has its quiz, its assignment. Now, these assignments are submitted in our WhatsApp group where we attend to each person's assignment and give feedback to each person's assignment every day, Mondays to Friday. Once you submit your assignment, an instructor listens to your assignment. You submit via voice notes or video, depends on you. We'll listen to your assignment and give feedback on what you did well, what you didn't do well. Sometimes we even ask you to pronounce the words again because we really want you to master the correct pronunciation and diction. So outside the academy, you can confidently talk and converse with people so you can command attention. You'd also get access to our private WhatsApp group. I already mentioned that. And of course, you'd have unlimited personal support from me. Aside from the instructors in the academy, I am always available to work with you on the practical training sessions every Saturdays, where we meet on Zoom. For the Zoom session on Saturdays, everybody will be given opportunity to unmute themselves and talk, such that I can hear your voice and I can compare how you're pronouncing words this week and how you did last week, so that I can easily tell you if you're making progress, or maybe you're not making progress, you're not doing what you have to do, and you're not getting results. So here is how the academy works in 4 steps. The first step is for you to register for the academy. The academy runs for 6 weeks. The second step is for you to log in to your e-learning platform. Once you register, you get a link for you to access your own dashboard so that you can learn at your pace, no rushing. You can learn at your convenient time. You watch the training, you complete the quiz, you submit the quiz on the WhatsApp group. We listen to the quiz, we give feedback, tell you what you did well, what you didn't do well, correct you. And of course, on Saturdays, you jump on live session with me where we ask questions, we review the challenges you might face during the week, we pronounce words together, I give you tasks to do, etc. And every Saturdays, we record the Zoom session as well. So even if you miss a particular Saturday, you can always watch the replay. And one good thing about the academy is even after the 6 weeks, you can keep attending the Zoom session. And of course, you have a lifetime access to the course, which means even when you're done in the academy, when you've learned everything on the e-learning platform, you can still get access to it. Maybe later in the year, you want to review what you've learned, you would still get access to it. So to join the academy, all you need is $65, and that is about 1,000 cedis. But because you have attended this training this evening, and because you're still here, you don't even have to spend up to half of 1,000 cedis. Instead, you would get into the academy at just 420 cedis instead of 1,000 cedis. That is a whopping 68%. Remember, you will learn Mondays to Fridays. You will learn Mondays to Fridays at your convenient time. And on Saturdays, we meet by 8 p.m. to learn together, practice together, and learn. You do that for 6 good weeks. After 6 weeks, if we feel you're not ready to graduate, after 6 weeks, you do your project. But if you realize that you've not done so well, we tell you to keep being in the academy and keep learning until we are convinced that when you get outside there, you can represent us satisfactorily. That is when we allow you graduate. So this academy is for those that are ready to do the job. However, the job requires just 10 minutes every day. Whether you're a full housewife, or you're a 9-to-5, or you're an entrepreneur, this is something you can do at your own convenient time. You can decide to do it early in the morning when you wake up, late in the afternoon, later, any time that is convenient for you. Now, aside from getting into the academy for 420 cedis, you'd also get a complete refund assurance. If after you enroll in the academy, you do not get value for your money, you can record this part. Right now in the academy, we have over 1,200 students, and we have never had any reason to refund because the feedback has always been satisfactory. So if after the 6 weeks, you do not get value for your money, if after the 6 weeks, you go through the course, you do everything that I ask you to do, and nothing changes in how you sound, please play this recording back and I'll refund you, complete refund. And you still get to keep the course. I am so confident in this. We've had feedback from different parts of the world. USA, South Africa, UAE, Ghana. This is not the first time we are selling to Ghanaians. Ghana, Nigerians, all different parts of the world. So in addition to the whopping 68% off that I gave, you'd also get lots of bonuses. The first bonus you would get contains 20 short pronunciation videos that is sold as 145 cedis, but you get it for free if you enroll tonight. This is only for those that enroll tonight. If you enroll tonight, you'll also get my vocabulary development PDF. I sell this for 49 cedis, but you get it for free. This PDF works for those that when they are talking, they get to a point where they don't know the right word to use again. They don't know what to say. They're not sure the right word to use. This PDF would really work for you. It will do wonders in your life. Also, if you're the type of person that you're always at a loss for word, the word is in your mind, is inside, but you can't say it out, then you should get this video. The video is sold at 150 cedis, but if you enroll tonight, you get it for free. Also, you get my silent words ebook. I told you about the ebook earlier. It contains words that have silent A, silent B, silent C, until silent Z. I sell this for 49 cedis as well. But if you get into the academy tonight, you'll get it for free. You'd also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. If you enroll tonight, you get this ebook worth $49, 49 cedis rather. You get it for free tonight. Also, if you enroll in the academy tonight, you will get my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and corrections. This is sold at 99 cedis. You get it for free if you enroll tonight. Should you enroll tonight, you'll also get how to earn more money from this skill you're learning. Speaking right is great. It's the #1 way to increase your revenue without changing what you're doing before. Whatever you do, you want to earn more, just work on your communication skill. I assure you, you would earn more. There are strategies, and it's that strategies that I exposed in this video. I sell this video for 160 cedis, but if you enroll in the academy tonight, you'll get it for free as well. Now, all of these bonuses makes a total of 1,996 cedis, but you're getting them for free. That is if you enroll tonight, plus the complete refund assurance. Remember the complete refund assurance. If you enroll in the academy and after 6 weeks, you do everything I ask you to do, you follow my instruction, and you do not get results, I would refund your money back. I would give you your money. Excuse me, there's nothing like refund your money back. I'll refund your money. I'll give you your money. I'll give back the money to you. And you still get to keep the course. So the standard cost of the academy is 1,000 cedis, remember? The bonuses you're getting is 1,996 cedis, but you're getting all of this if you enroll tonight for just 420 cedis. Now, here are testimonials from people that have enrolled. This person peaceful. She wrote from Kenya. Now, this is a feedback you can read. She said, the class has been an insightful one. What excites me most is how you carry everyone along in the practical session. Remember, I told you the academy is practical. It's not about learning. It's not about listening. It's about you doing. You get into the act. You're like someone who's trying to lose weight. You have to get into the act. Whatever your gym instructor is doing, you have to do to get results. That is exactly what we do in the academy. You get into the act and you get results. I assure you of that. If you are not lazy, if you're not the type that will just pay and you won't do anything. And the academy is so flexible so that you can do it anytime that is convenient for you. Mondays to Fridays, anytime that is convenient for you. Pick your own suitable time. Midnight, early in the morning, afternoon, late morning, anytime. Peaceful Father said, your corrections are made with love, and I look forward to learning without being scared of making mistakes. It was 2 weeks in training when I emerged the best speaker in a debate competition. While practicing, I heard your voice in my head, pronouncing those words correctly. This is a training for anyone who is ready, not just to speak right, but speak well. She went for that to talk about others. I love the part where she said that my corrections are made with love, and it is a practical session. Now, this is another person. This person is from Nigeria. You can read through the feedback. I don't want to bore you with lots of feedbacks. Lots of feedback. We have different feedback, video feedback, screenshots like this, audio that I would send to you to the group if you need them. And of course, this is another person. She's a Nigerian. She went further, blah, 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 blah. If you go to the third paragraph, she says her videos, the third paragraph says, her videos are so self-explanatory, easy to understand, and all you need is follow her lead. The best thing I like in her trainings is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Remember I said it. You will not leave the academy until we are sure that you are good to go. This is not just a course where you just enroll and that's all. We hold you accountable. We help you grow. We support you. She said, great follow-ups too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. Can you see this is almost the same as what Peaceful said? We will never leave your hand. Everybody, we carry everybody along. We will not just leave you out. Another person said, this person is a diction teacher. And she said, as a diction teacher, I saw the need to keep developing my priorities around these blah, 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 blah. If you go to the last paragraph, she said, amongst the courses I enrolled into this 2024, fluent speech happens to be one of the best. It's right there. You can take the screenshot. Interestingly, I have a special offer for the first 10 people who will enroll right now. So to be one of the 10 people who will enjoy this massive discount right now, get your phones ready as I reveal the payment details. With just 270 Ghana cedis, that's a whopping great 87% off. You can get into the academy right now. So if you're ready, get your phone, make your payment into the Vodafone line, Momo number 050-2328-878, and the name is Onsofo Chidema. You can also pay into our MTN Momo merchant ID 30. You can also pay into our MTN Momo merchant ID 300197. You can also pay into our MTN Momo merchant ID 300194. And the merchant name is Golden Glory Ghana Limited. So make your payment right now, either to the Momo Vodafone line or to the MTN Momo merchant ID. Once you're done making your payment, send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group. Remember, once 10 people make payment of 270 Ghana cedis, the special offer is gone. So make a payment right now. Because once you get 10 people, the offer goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. The account number would also be sent to the group now. One of the admins will send the account number to the group now. So make your payment to the account details right here. Vodafone line 0502328878 Consorfort Chidima. That is the name on the account. The account will be sent to the group right now by one of our admins as well. You can also pay into our MTN Momo merchant ID 300194, and the merchant name is Golden Glory Ghana Limited. So make your payment right now, either to the Momo Vodafone line or to the MTN Momo merchant ID. Once you're done making your payment, send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group. Remember, once 10 people make payment of 270 Ghana cedis, the special offer is GAN. You would get all the bonuses as well. And of course, you'll get access to the e-learning platform immediately, to the 6-week Diction Master Academy immediately, where you can start to learn and improve how you speak for profitability, such that when you talk, you command attention, people respect you more, they want to listen to you more, and of course, you earn more. Not just more money, you also earn respect. You earn better perception, among others. Remember the story of Esther. So if you want to speak to impress anyone, anytime, anywhere, the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy is the right place for you to be. The 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy is not just a place for you to learn. It is a place for you to master. It is not just about learning. It is about mastery. So if you have questions about the 6 weeks Diction Mastery Academy, please ask in the chat. Again, the 6 week Diction Mastery Academy runs Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks. You will learn all you need to know so that you can speak better English, and not just learn, you will master. We have created a system that allows you to learn and practice for mastery. It is mastery that helps you to be able to speak confidently anywhere, to anyone, to earn their respect, and of course to get better results. Samsung says, I'm interested. If you're interested, make your payment immediately. We have started getting payments. So once we get 10 slots, the fee goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. And remember, if you do not pay tonight, you will not get all the bonuses. So it's either you save about 87% discount and pay 270 Ghana cedis instead of 420 Ghana cedis. You still get to get all the bonuses, and of course, you also get to learn Mondays to Saturdays. You learn Mondays to Fridays at your convenient time. The time that works best for you, you learn. On Saturdays, we meet at 8 p.m. on Zoom, where you have the opportunity to unmute yourself, ask me questions, practice with me. Each participant are given tasks to do on the Zoom session, so we can be sure that you are the same person that was submitting your task during the week. So during the week, you get assignments as well that you submit via voice note at your convenient time. And immediately you submit, you get correction. Our instructor will listen to what you've submitted, give feedback on what you've submitted to let you know if you did well or you didn't do well. Sometimes you might even ask you to do it again, because we want you to master the correct pronunciation, not just for you to learn, but to master. At the end of the academy, you would also get a certificate. And one good thing about our certificate is it's something you can use worldwide. We have students in the UK, in the US, that have used our certificate to get pretty good jobs. We've got people who have relocated from Nigeria down to UK, down to US, and they have added a certificate to other certificates that they have to help them in their job processing. And it has been lovely. Like I said, we have lots of feedback about the academy. So if you're really interested from moving from the point where you are to a better point through your communication skill, then enroll right now in the academy at just 270 Ghana cedis. Pay into the account details, Vodafone line, Unsofo Chidima. We have had few people take the offer. So once we get 10 people, the offer will be off the table. Once we get 10 people, the offer will be off the table. Again, once we get 10 people, the offer will be off the table. So if you have questions, let me quickly attend to your question. Well, okay, somebody said, please, is the long sound and the lazy sound just about the position of the vowel and the R? If the vowel and the R are last, we use the lazy sound. If it's in the middle or first, we use the long sound, correct? Okay, there is more to this. It is not just about the position. But then I didn't want to bombard you. I didn't want to overwhelm you with too much information. Is that okay? Which is why I give that. In the academy, we'll go more into learning each of these sounds, not just the sounds now. We'll focus on all other letters in my formula, declare. Remember, the formula has 8 letters, and each letter has 3 steps. So you're learning a lot that would expand your horizon and, of course, improve your communication skill. So right now, people have started paying. They've started sending their receipts to the group. So if you would like to pay as well, this is the opportunity you have. Once we get 10 people, the offer goes off the table. The offer goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. So do we have any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? I'm waiting for other questions. If there are more questions, please let me. Okay, since there are no more questions, we would provide the Momo account. We'll do that. And once we do that, you make your payment. And once you get 10 people, remember the offer goes off the table. It goes back to 420 Ghana cedis. Thank you everyone for joining. I look forward to having you in the academy. Remember, the academy is where you learn Mondays to Fridays at your convenient time. And on Saturdays, we meet by 8 p.m. on Zoom to learn and practice. It is more about practicing. Learning is not enough. Learning makes you have it here. But to be able to showcase it, you have to practice over and over again. And we have a system that allows you practice. So, like I promised at the beginning of this session, that if you stay till the end of this session, I will give you 3 bonuses. So the link to get the bonuses will be sent to the group immediately. Make sure to click the link so you can have access, because I'm going to delete the link in an hour so that those that didn't join the class or those that didn't wait till the end of the class will not get access to it. Thank you.